Hi, and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this reading, I'm going to be doing some channeled messages from your person. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Selenite. Group 2 is the Rhodonite. And group 3 is the Auralite 23. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead, which I do recommend using so that you can skip over me shuffling cards in between groups to clear the energy of the group I've just read for and tap into the energy of the group I'm about to read for. So again, I'll give you a minute. Please use the timestamps and we'll get into your reading. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Selenite. So I'm going to be channeling from the perspective of the first person using pronouns such as I, me, and you. So let's see, what does your person want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, the Lovers in reverse, Five of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Every time I see you, I shrink away from my resolve to push you to the far ends of the earth and to walk the other way. I'm not sure why I acted the way I did. My motivations at the time feel so empty and are not justification for where I find myself now. I didn't think it would hurt this much and for this long. I didn't think the distance between us would become a void, which I find myself seeking endlessly to fill, but to no avail. I'm reaching out to you in this very moment from my heart, and there's a ferocity of love which beckons for you, and yet which cannot be expressed, not yet anyway. I'm searching for the answers to my own motivations, to my own tendencies and patterns. I have discovered so much and am faced with many more questions. What I have dismantled between us cannot be put back together in the same way. And I am at a loss for how to repair this into something meaningful for us both. I wish to come to you with open arms and an open heart. And yet I fear that this openness you will equate with emptiness and will find that I am no longer fulfilling to those parts of you that yearn for me so. Have I just become something of fantasy to you? A mirage to myself? Something without substance? Something without value? All that I thought I knew, all that I had placed my value and attention upon, it trickles away like grains of sand in a storm, and the shoreline is rewritten. But this unknown territory is something I am hesitant to explore. I wish I could be with you at this time. We ought to be side by side during this stage of our adventure of life. My choices, my impulsivity, all the distractions, all the excuses, they led me wandering, and I am so far astray from who I ought to be, from where I ought to be, from what I know in my heart is true. You captivate me still with your ability to reinvent yourself over and over again. I hardly recognize you. And there's something so familiar, so uncanny that I can't help but look. As much as I try to pry my eyes away, there you are in my mind. There you are in the shape of clouds as they pass overhead. There you are in my destiny, which is fleeting, and which I have turned away from willfully. I know that there is a price to pay that goes beyond this lifetime for what has taken place between the two of us. I only know how to dig myself deeper and deeper into despair. This is a trend and a tendency within myself that I had hoped to spare you from. But being a part of my life, you are nevertheless caught in the wake of my poor choices. You have stirred something to life within me, and I owe you so much. And I am so resentful at having been stirred from my slumber. There is so much I need to dismantle within before we have the opportunity to put these pieces together between us in a new way. What that will reveal remains to be seen. And it is something that I'm not quite sure that I'm ready for. I am urged to grow. I am urged to evolve, and yet I remain a child in an aging body. Time passes, and those around me step into the new layers of what awaits them, while I cling to all which is expired and outgrown. I don't know how to shed my own past. I don't know who I am without all these errors clanging around within my mind and within my heart and within my energy that scream, I am so complicated, and it is just as simple as that. I often wonder if you were drawn to me because I am a project in need of fixing. Somehow, I know that our conjoined efforts could be remedy to us both. And yet I am so used to being a scattered person, my attention being pulled this way and that, always seeking, always looking, always avoiding the inevitable within myself. I have a long journey ahead, and the days grow shorter. My time is running out. Have we done this dance before? Are we here again at this threshold and this precipice, where you say so lovingly, "See, I told you so. I knew things would turn out this way. Let's try a different route this time. I'm sorry for letting you down. And I'm sorry I cannot loosen my grip upon the sense of defeat that change carries in its wake. I'm such a proud and stubborn fool. And I wonder, how could someone like you ever truly love me? So those are your messages, group 1. In terms of signs with pentacles, we have earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Fool is Aries. The Lovers is Gemini. With Wands, we've got fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to get a few initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got I, T, D, Y, L, V, Z, B, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I have also launched a second channel here on YouTube. It is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to it in the description box of the video and in the featured channel section of my page. The format over there is a little bit different than here. It's readings related to spirituality, ascension, self-love, wellness. I'm going to be doing a variety of pick a card and just general collective readings. So if any of that sounds interesting or intriguing to you, I welcome you over there, invite you to check that channel out. And I thank you for your support in helping my new channel to grow, as well as your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. I chose the Rhodonite. So I'm going to be channeling from the perspective of the first person, so using pronouns like I, me, and you. Let's see, what does your person want you to know from their higher self right now? Okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Star, Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Hierophant in reverse. I'm seeing things from your perspective now. And I'm amazed at how you have carried yourself with poise and with grace through this arduous journey. How did you do it? How do you make it look so easy? How did you set your own life on fire and rise from those ashes into your true form? How did you walk forth through the terror, led but only by love and your heart's calling, in the direction of the place where you are now, where you speak to me so clearly and effortlessly without a sound? How did you know that I would find you there? That part of me was waiting for you to arrive, to show me the way, to lead us both beyond the boundaries of convention, into unknown horizons where we could both be free. You are the answer I have been looking for. And you help me make sense of the spaces within me, and to see with my true eyes the tones and the subtleties embedded within the illusions that surround me. I'm recognizing some patterns within my life and within myself. I need not go down those roads again. Gently, I choose another path. I take that first step and then another. And before I know it, I have taken flight as you have, as you do. Your light beckons me, and I love your complications. You are so fierce, and it brings forth a bravery in me to stand my ground and to not acquiesce any longer to the whims of others that can never fully be filled. I have prioritized myself up to this point in a distorted manner. I have done what I thought was necessary, what was expected, what was the true will within me, pushing forward and reaching out to seek points of fulfillment that would bring me to the place where I thought my life ought to be. You've turned me around most unexpectedly, and you have helped me to see that there is so much more to be known and to be experienced and to be expressed through the eyes of love for myself first and foremost, in order that I might emanate a more authentic vibration of love as you do. People are scattering from me. The more I speak my truth, the more they melt away, perplexed, silent, and disturbed. It feels good to shake things up by shaking apart my old tendencies and patterns, standing my ground and proclaiming, here I am. Look at me. Don't see what you want to believe. See me for who I truly am. I have learned this from you, and it's uncomfortable territory for me, but I'm learning. I am learning to let slide those little irritations that might once have sapped from me my precious life force. I am learning to observe, to be part of that fire of life that surges within me and no longer will tolerate being contained. It feels good to stretch beyond my comfort zone. It has been ages since I felt real. There's so much I need to explore on the other side of my own boundaries. And a lot of people are going to be put off by that, but I don't care. Let them go. Let them wonder and gawk. I will not remain small any longer. It feels too good to stand in my raw authenticity, to shine that light vibrantly, and to receive what is mine, what is to come. I feel you there in that polarity, smiling with approval and carrying on. Our lives are entwined, and across the distance, I am holding your hand. We are walking together down this brightly lit path towards the future, towards what might become between us yet again and for the first time. And I thank you for showing me the way and for opening your heart enough that I might be able to hear you calling me home. So those are your messages, group 2. In terms of signs with the pentacles, we've got Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Lovers is Gemini, the Star is Aquarius, the Hierophant is Taurus, Empress is Taurus and Libra, and with Wands, we've got Fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm going to get a few initials, and this can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got S, E, V, C, I, Z, U, Y, and B. So I hope the messages resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I have also launched a second channel here on YouTube. It is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. And there's a link in the description box of the video for that, as well as in the featured channel section of my page. The format over there is a little different from here. The topics that are covered are about spirituality, ascension, self-love, wellness. I'm doing pick-a-card readings as well as general collective readings. So if any of that sounds interesting or intriguing, I invite you to check it out, and I welcome you over there, and thank you for your support and help in growing that channel very organically from the ground up. And thank you as well for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Auralite 23. So I'm going to be channeling from the perspective of the first person, so using pronouns like I, me, and you. Let's see, what does your person want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Star, Nine of Cups, and the Lovers. You belong to me. We belong together. I see that now. And this time apart, what has happened between us, what we still sit with, all of that yearning and ache, it will make our reunion so much sweeter. I intend to keep my promises to you this time. I have seen the error in my ways, and I want to do right by you. I know that it's hard to believe, and it feels like a long shot, so remote. Like you've heard this all before. Like we keep looping around the same broken pattern. But I have found an oasis of peace within me. I feel calm for the first time in years. That angry voice within that caused me to stutter when words of love were to be expressed has gone mute. The say that it had, the pull that it had upon my every direction has diminished. It's quite strange, really, how this all came about. Like I just woke up one day and felt years lighter. I was able to sense and perceive this weight that I hold, that I held within, that is now visible at a distance, slightly, but in a measurable way. I'm able to see that now with fresh eyes. And I'm trying to figure out how to use this to my advantage. How to make something out of this. How to bring goodness back into a situation of so much tragedy. I feel indebted to you. I feel that your love and dedication from afar has healed me. That your electric touch across the distance, the living memory of you that flows through me, that it has reached in to the intricate parts and the hairline fractures within my heart and has generated some kind of stability where there once was only a constant quaking. I can't thank you enough for this gift that you've given. Simply your presence, simply by you being alive, breathing the same air that I do, sharing these hopes, sharing these memories, sharing these visions of what might become, all of that, this living energy between us. You're healing my soul. And the more I heal, the more certain I become that you are the wisest investment that I have ever known. I want to make up for lost time. And I want to take it slowly to make sure that I fill every empty void of wondering within you with a sense of certainty and a strength of love that I was unable to give before. I don't want to come back only to go away again. So I'm taking things slow. And I need you to trust. I need you to feel beyond what you see, feel beyond the words that I speak and the heavy silence, that curtain that obscures what is true and shows you only illusion between us. I need you to believe with your heart that there is a way through, that I will find my way forward and will speak aloud with no hesitation, with all of my courage and strength, those words that you are needing to hear. That I will show you, I will demonstrate to you that I am ready. I'm ready to experience and to expand into what is possible through the conscious recognition of the love which flows between us and which could never die. I'm working on filling my own cup and finding that happiness within, so that what I am able to give to you exceeds material wealth, that it holds value at the soul level, that it is riches that you can bring with you into all the lifetimes beyond this one. I'm ready to fuel us both up for our next great adventure together. I no longer want to be apart. And my resolve at times is just a glimmer. It still flickers and wavers within me, but it's getting stronger. This certainty, this power. I am evolving into the version of myself that I had once felt was out of reach, but always hoped within that I could be. You've brought balance to me. You've given me the motivation to change. And for the first time, I am certain that the ache I hold within has the potential to be repurposed into something meaningful. I have learned my lesson. I am learning my lesson every day. Once I have you in my proximity again, once I have the ability to pull you close, I never want to let you go. So those are your messages, group 3. And in terms of signs with the pentacles, we've got earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The cups, we've got water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The star is Aquarius, and the lovers is Gemini. I'm going to get a few initials, and this can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got D, H, B, Z, Y, L, K, and I. So I hope the messages resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I have also launched a second channel here on YouTube. It is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot, and there's a link to it in the description box of the video, as well as in the featured channel section of my page. The format over there is a little bit different than here. I'm covering topics about spirituality, ascension, self-love, and wellness. I'm going to be doing pick-a-card readings as well as general collective readings. So if any of that sounds interesting or intriguing, I invite you to check it out. I welcome you there, and thank you for your support in helping that channel to grow from the ground up. I thank you as well for your continued support here on this channel as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.